Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sonic Triple Trouble. We are at the Jungle Lyra Zone, Act 1. Yeah, that's whatever that name is. We wanted to make sure to get 50 rings to get to the last special stage in the game. We want to get to the top right there, and it's always good to have the invincibility power up right here, and that could take care of enemies no problem. Only lasts about a short amount of time. Usually you have to hop on these things. Those batniks are pretty damn easy to take out too. And we don't want to go into that little hole just yet. Make sure you take out these hopper batniks right here. Don't drown in that mud. What looks like is mud right there. And we got ourselves 50 rings. Let's backtrack to that hole right there. And you see the Chaos Emerald box. Jump into that sparkly thing right there, and welcome to the last and hardest special stage in the game. What you do not want to do, you don't want to spin dash. I do not recommend spin dashing, or you can't spin dash at all in this stage, because you'll accidentally destroy these things. While some of them are mandatory to destroy, some of them are mandatory not to destroy. Yeah, you heard me that right. Because some of these don't want to make that mistake. And be careful, these red springs right here, you want to jump. And this is the part where you have to find the right blocks. They usually go by like this pattern right here as I'm showing you. And make sure you get to that platform, because it will not reappear till you go to a far distance, then it'll reappear. And alright, what you won't want to do is spin dash in this area. And I repeat it, do not spin dash. You just hop right down here. And make sure not to destroy. Jump over this. Do not destroy these. And I repeat, do not. And what I like to do is spin dash. It can get you pretty far. And then you just hold right, and we're out of there. Sweet relief, too. And this is the drill. Pretty easy, too. Just, you can know when he's gonna drop it, too. Pretty dang easy. Just hit him by the sides. Got a big hitbox too. Just avoid hitting the drill part, obviously. And you could smash Fang to the ground with his drill contraption. And we have finally completed the last special stage. Thank goodness. This was the hardest special stage. good gosh. Especially that waterfall part. You gotta make sure you time it perfectly. And since we're out of the special stage, we're not completely out of this zone just yet. Now we should be smooth sailing from here. You have to find a way to an exit. This is where you gotta start. It's not about holding right all the time. Usually you have to find an alternate pathway to get to the exit. I'm gonna spin dash. That was a fail right there. Yeah, it's these things from Sonic CD have returned. If you knew the collision cast zone from Sonic CD. And we found the exit. Oh yeah, we have to flip it again. Sometimes it requires you to flip the sign again. And we got 4 continues racked up. Alright, Act 2 should be easy as well. We don't need to go through special stages anymore. We can just enjoy the rest of this game without having the need to go through special stages. Sonic is kind of slow at times with this when going through loops. And I just noticed in that game too. I think they changed up the sprite work too. Because they usually change up sprite works in Sonic games at a lot of the time. A little bit of sprite work changes. Aspect's the one who developed this game. I think there's a spring right there. My cat's going around the room like crazy. Like running around the bed. Oh, not only does it knock you off, but it can also take your rings away, as it counts as a regular hit now. Yeah, you'll see more of that soon. Pretty much in the next 2 zones, that is. I believe that was the exit. I thought it was. Now this is the exit. Alright, now we have to be sure to find rings here. There we go. Make sure you get those rings too, because the boss right here. This boss is pretty easy. Just keep pressing A every time it drops down like that. Look at this. Just a pretty pathetic boss right here. But now the actual boss is easier than this part right here, as you need to dodge these things. Yeah, because I think the developers found out that the boss was way too easy, so they added this long part right here of it exploding. And you have to dodge the debris of the robot. And there's Knuckles again. And set the jungle on fire with that explosion. And suddenly we go to Robotnik Winter. And look at this in front of you. You have a sled power-up box. Not available in any other Sonic game from what I've seen. But that is pretty damn cool. Probably my favorite zone in this game, too, is Robotnik Winter. And this is why this level design becomes pretty good, too. Because it's not all about going to the right all the time, because you'll have to find alternate ways to get to the exit. Know your alternate pathways pretty well. Usually I have to curl up into a ball to get past some of the parts right there. And we're at the end of Act 1. And got out with 10 rings. Pretty fast-paced stage right here. Alright, we are in Act 2 of Robotnik Winter. We're almost 2/3 done of the game already. Gonna spin dash at this part and then get the ring box and spin dash again the correct way. And you wouldn't get hit by that penguin batnik at all. Even it walked past me when I was spin dashing. And the sled part. And I failed miserably at that. Damn it. But no matter. Because sometimes you gotta find alternate paths. Because it's not about going right all the time. Sonic 2 proved that, well, once you get to Marble Zone, you have to rely on alternate paths to get to the exit. Alrighty, time to go down underground. Be careful these bottomless pits right here, because they are no good. Yeah, those are actually bottomless pits. And be careful this right here. Make sure you hold left or right depending on which bouncing spring set where you go on. They're being generous with rings right here. Yeah, that stupid penguin hit me. Don't get trigger happy. Yeah, last time I faced the wrong direction, which I fucked up on. And also, by the way, those are one of the enemies that do respawn, by the way. So if they leave the screen, they respawn. Alright, we are in Act 3. Make sure you get these rings because you'll be needing them throughout the stage. Make sure you keep on spin dashing because there are penguins that are endlessly spawning. Because something is sending these penguins here. What? I wonder what can it be? And it's this thing that's sending them. It's can be a pretty hard hitbox to hit it. You can tell from the flames now you can actually hit it right here. And it becomes less defensive. And then you just hop and finish it. Right there. Alrighty. Let's meet up with Knuckles. What are you gonna do next? Oh, now that makes sense. Look at that. An avalanche coming down. And where did Knuckles put Sonic? Right, Tidal Plant. Sounds awfully familiar. And of course, it's a water level. This is gonna be it for this part, so catch you all later. This is me, Mr. Tyrex, signing out. Peace out and enjoy.